Okay? Okay? You are wonderful. I will start. You are wonderful. You are wonderful. You are wonderful. I am wonderful. Thank you. That was wonderfully impactful and incredible.
Dice que fue increíble y muy impactante. Gracias.
When I say the word community, what is some of the first things that come to your mind?
Cuando pensamos en la palabra comunidad, ¿qué son las primeras palabras que nos cruzan la mente?
Anybody?
¿Alguien? Home.
Home! Woo! Yes! Anybody else?
Hogar. Children, family, friends.
Children, family, and friends. Yes, that is community.
Sí, esa es la comunidad.
That is community. And when we think about what this event is about,
Y cuando pensamos de qué se trata este evento,
it is about unity,
se trata de unidad,
diversity,
diversidad
and empowering families.
y darle poder a las familias.
So that means that community, being about unity, being about diversity, and empowering families is about you and me and us.
Sí, empoderándolos a ustedes, dándoles a todos ustedes esa habilidad de estar juntos, se trata de la comunidad, y es lo que ella quiere hoy.
Thank you. Every one of us has a story.
Tiene una historia.
We all belong to people that we love.
Todos pertenecemos a alguien que nos quiere.
We all have mothers, fathers,
Todos tenemos madres, padres,
sisters and brothers,
hermanos y hermanas,
good friends,
buenas amistades.
and we all want to have a better life.
Y todos queremos tener una vida mejor.
We want to be the best version of ourselves,
Queremos ser la mejor versión de nosotros mismos,
for ourselves,
para nosotros mismos,
for our families,
para nuestras familias,
and for our
para
community.
nuestra comunidad.
Woo-hoo! By you all being here today,
Ustedes estando aquí todos hoy,
you are representing your community.
están representando su comunidad.
That's right, that's right. You are so important to our
Ustedes son
community.
muy importantes para la comunidad.
We are a family in Clark County,
Somos la familia de Clark County.
and this is a celebration of what that family means.
Y esta es una celebración de lo que significa esa familia.
When you look around at each other, we find that although we may have some differences,
Cuando miramos alrededor y nos miramos unos a otros, aunque haya unas diferencias,
it is what makes us alike that gives us the connection.
y eso es lo que nos da a nosotros esa conexión.
And that connection is about building and fostering hope.
Y esa conexión es lo que nos hace construir la esperanza.
Hope is the promise of each other.
La esperanza es esa promesa de unos a otros.
And in that promise of hope,
Y en esa promesa de esperanza,
I am also part of your family.
y también soy parte de su familia.
I love you all, and I am so glad that we are celebrating together.
Los quiero mucho y estoy muy contenta porque estamos celebrando juntos.
Today we are honored to have some wonderful members of our community who love to serve and protect us.
Sí, dice, es un honor tener muchos miembros de nuestra comunidad que nos sirven y nos protegen.
They respect who we are, and they value what we want for our communities.
Ellos respetan quién somos y valoran lo que nosotros queremos para nuestra comunidad.
They understand how important it is for us to feel safe and empowered.
Entienden ellos la importancia de que nos sientamos seguros y con nuestro propio poder, ¿verdad?
And we are all honored today to have them with us.
Y tenemos algunos de ellos con nosotros hoy.
Today I would like to ask you to all join in with me in welcoming two of Clark County's finest members. Can we start off with a round of applause?
Dice, vamos a dar un aplauso para los dos miembros muy importantes de nuestra comunidad. Y vamos a presentar.
Fantastic!
Fantástico.
Today we have two of our finest members who serve and protect our communities.
Tenemos dos miembros que sirven y protegen a nuestra comunidad.
These gentlemen of service
Estos señores de servicio
are huge supporters
nos apoyan muchísimo.
of the Latino Community Resource Group.
Apoyan a la comunidad latina y comunidad de recursos.
And it is a pleasure to have them here with us as much as it is a pleasure to have you all here with us today.
Es un placer tenerlos ellos aquí y a ustedes también.
So if you would all join me in welcoming Sheriff Chuck E. Atkins.
Sí, vamos a presentar. Atkins. Aquí está.
I'm going to tell you a little bit about this fantastic guy here, what I've learned so far.
Les vamos a contar un poquito de esta persona que ella ha oído hasta ahorita.
Sheriff Atkins has served with the Clark County Sheriff Department for 36 years. 36 years!
Ha representado esta comunidad por 36 años.
He is a graduate. Woo, right, thank you. He is a graduate of the FBI National Academy.
Se ha graduado de la Academia de FBI Nacional.
Aren't we lucky to have him here?
Qué suerte tenemos de tenerlo hoy aquí.
So with my great pleasure, I'm going to hand this honorable gentleman the mic and let him talk a little bit about his passion for Clark County and the communities he serves.
Le voy a dar el micrófono y le voy a dar la oportunidad de el gusto que él tiene de servir la comunidad de Clark County.
First, just let me say thank you for the opportunity to be able to come here.
Primero, gracias por la oportunidad de estar aquí, de poder venir aquí.
Because we find this to be not only important for you in our community, but for us as well to be able to stand in front of you and have a conversation.
Sí, no solamente importante para la comunidad de ustedes, también para nosotros poder tener una conversación.
And I just want to make one little correction, because I am maybe older than most of the people in the room. I actually have been with the Sheriff's Office 38, working on 39 years, but I just thought I would correct that.
Una corrección, dice, tiene 38 y va un año más, 39 años de estar sirviendo la comunidad aquí.
And before we get into questions about the community and how we look at our folks within our community and how we treat them and how we expect law enforcement to treat you as individuals, I want to tell you a little about myself.
Okay. Dice, antes de comenzar y de platicar de la comunidad, de ustedes mismos, de cómo el departamento de policías sirve a la comunidad y a ustedes y la manera correcta de tratarlos, y si quiere presentarse un poquito, hablar de sí mismo.
I'm a California transplant.
Es originalmente de California, es un trasplante de acá.
And I moved here in 1969, and I have lived now in Clark County for 47, almost 48 years.
Se vino en 1969 y ya tiene aquí en Clark County.
And the important part about that is, this is my community as well. This is where my 2 children, and I have 7 grandchildren, live.
Dice, aquí viven sus 2 hijos y sus 7 nietos.
And more importantly, in 2 weeks, I will have been married to my beautiful wife for 44 years.
En 2 semanas va a estar casado con su esposa 44 años. Wow.
And so you can see my family has been raised here, and the reason why I became a police officer in this community is I wanted to make it safe for you, but also for my own family.
Como pueden ver, él crió a su familia aquí, dice, y para él es importante no solamente que sea una comunidad segura para ustedes, sino también para su familia.
And now that I've told you a little about myself I'm going to hand the mic over and let you be introduced to Deputy Chief Sutter.
Ahora va a hablar el jefe de policías.
Thank you so much, Sheriff Atkins. Isn't that wonderful? And now I would like to have the honor of introducing
Ahora le gustaría el honor de presentar
Assistant Chief of Police Chris Sutter.
el asistente de jefe de policías.
I would like to share a little bit of information that I have recently learned about this fantastic gentleman as well.
También quiero darles algo de información que ella también aprendió de esta persona.
Chief of Police Officer Chris Sutter has over 30 years of service experience. 25 of that has been with Vancouver Police Department.
Él también tiene 30 años de experiencia de servir a esta comunidad y 25 de ellos es de aquí en Vancouver, el departamento de Vancouver, de policías.
Woohoo! Chris Sutter.
El asistente del departamento de policías.
Good afternoon, everyone. It's very nice to be here. Thank you for having us.
Buenas tardes a todos, les da un gusto tenerlos a todos aquí.
Much like the sheriff, I live here in this community and I've raised, with my wonderful wife, 4 children here.
Igual como el sheriff dice, también él vive en esta comunidad y ha criado a sus 4 hijos aquí en este condado.
Much like you, and it's so great to see all the families and children here today.
Como ustedes, le da mucho gusto ver a todas las familias, a todos los niños aquí.
We're very religious in our home, and every day we pray that our children will be safe and protected and that they can reach their goals and dreams.
Dice, en su familia ellos rezan mucho y ellos rezan que en la comunidad de sus hijos se estén protegidos, pueden realizar sus sueños de una manera segura aquí en esta ciudad.
And I know as parents, you have the same prayer in your heart every day for your children.
Y yo sé que como padres ustedes tienen ese mismo rezo en sus corazones para sus propios hijos.
So today we're talking about resources.
Ahora vamos a hablar de los recursos.
And the Vancouver Police Department offers ourselves to you to be a resource.
Y el Departamento de Policía de Vancouver quiere ofrecérsele a ustedes como un recurso.
We have 3 wonderful police detectives and a sergeant here to help talk about the services we offer, but also if you know anybody that would like to come to work for us, we want to better reflect the community that we serve, so we're truly interested in hiring more diversity candidates to become police officers.
Tenemos aquí algunos detectives y policías aquí, que también ellos están buscando a buenas personas para que se conviertan en parte del equipo de policías de aquí de Clark County. Así es que ese es un recurso para ustedes.
Besides employment, we also offer our services with mentoring youth through our youth services programs. And we go to schools and we work with your children, but we also work with parents to help build strong families and help our children succeed. And we want to make sure you understand that we're here for you.
Dice, no solamente ofrecen trabajo bajo este título, sino que también ellos ofrecen mentores, que ellos van y visitan a las escuelas, trabajan con estudiantes y también ofrecen asistencia para las familias.
Thank you, and we'll look forward to answering some questions for you.
Gracias y con mucho gusto van a contestar preguntas que ustedes tengan.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. And let's give it up also for our fantastic interpreter. Thank you so much. So at this time, I'd like to have us go ahead and sit down and answer some questions from our beautiful audience.
En este momento se van a sentar y van a contestar preguntas de las personas.
Does anybody have any questions for either the sheriff or
¿Alguna persona tiene una
assistant
pregunta
chief?
para el sheriff o el asistente de policías?
Any questions? Good questions?
¿Preguntas?
Hi, My name is Gary Niles and I'm a Vancouver resident.
Y yo soy residente de Vancouver.
I just wanted to know what the Sheriff's Office and the Police Department is doing right now to kind of combat the fears that are happening within our communities, and how, and then maybe talk about the policies that you're using when you're dealing with undocumented immigrants and our immigrant population. I know that's quite a lot to ask, but and then how are you making the community feel
Sí,
safe?
dice, quiere saber cómo ellos están asegurándose de que la comunidad se sienta segura y de los policies que ellos tienen de las personas que no son documentadas. Miren, van a contestar.
Well, that was a great question, very loaded, and we could be here for 20 minutes. However, what I can say is I have been told through the leadership of the Hispanic community that no matter what it is that we're talking about, you are still afraid in your own community, our community, to report crime, to come forward and ask for help, or to even leave your home to go do your things that you need to do every day.
A pesar de que saben que, a pesar de lo que ellos estén platicando en las oficinas, dice que ellos entienden que la comunidad sigue teniendo temor de reportar cuando miran que algo está pasando, que no se sienten con esa seguridad de poder ir a hablar o reportar algo, que ustedes no se sienten seguros a pesar de lo que ellos estén mencionando.
I don't want to minimize your fears. I understand them, and they are reality if that's what you're feeling.
No quiere minimizar sus temores, dice que entiende que son sus temores y que los entiende.
And me sitting here, or the Chief Sutter sitting here today, is not going to probably change that for you immediately.
Dice, ellos sentados aquí entienden que eso no va a cambiar como ustedes se sienten.
But know that through continued conversations monthly for many months now, we have been talking with the Latino Chamber, LULAC, and other professional organizations in the Hispanic community to try to earn their trust that we are making efforts and strides to help our community, our Latino community, not be as fearful as they are.
Dice que sí han estado hablando con otras organizaciones de LULAC, dice que han estado hablando con esas organizaciones, agarrando ideas de cómo pueden hacerlos sentirse ustedes más seguros, hasta veces platicando, informándose.
And during those conversations, we've been speaking directly to undocumented foreign nationals in our community, and what it is that the Sheriff's Office or local police has the jurisdiction and the legal authority to do and what not to do.
Okay. Dice, y han estado teniendo esas conversaciones de lo que, sabes, los policías y diferentes organizaciones, que lo que ellos tienen el poder de hacer o no hacer legalmente.
And immigration is not within the jurisdiction of the sheriff of Clark County. My deputies do not investigate immigration issues.
Dice que para el departamento de policías en sí, ese no es uno de los trabajos o responsabilidades de ellos, de revisar o indagar sobre si eres legal o no. No es parte de su trabajo.
And in everyday communication with our community, we do not ask the Latino community or anybody in our community if they are documented or undocumented.
Dice que a diario, ¿sabes? Que cada vez que se encuentran con alguien de la comunidad latina, en ningún momento ellos andan preguntando si ustedes son documentados o no.
The only exception to that is if you commit a crime and are arrested and brought into our jail, you will be asked.
La única excepción sería es que si te arrestan y te llevan a una de sus cárceles, entonces eso sí se te va a preguntar.
Excellent question. I'll try to be very brief.
Excelente pregunta, y se va a tratar de ser más corto.
The Vancouver Police Department does not take an active role, or really any role, in enforcing federal immigration laws. That is the responsibility of the federal government, not the municipal government. We are here to protect all the people in Vancouver, regardless of your citizenship or documentation status.
De nuevo, vuelvo a repetir que el Departamento de Policías de Vancouver no es su responsabilidad estar revisando si ustedes son documentados o no. La responsabilidad de ellos es de proteger a los residentes de Vancouver. Eso no importa su documentación.
It's very important that
Es muy importante.
as the sheriff said, and this has been our policy for many years,
Como digo, Sheriff, ese es el policy que ellos tienen desde muchos años.
we are here to protect and serve. If we do not want people to be afraid of calling us to report crimes. We know that people, because of the political environment that we're in, are afraid to contact the police. They're afraid to go to the city hall to pay a parking ticket or whatever. And we want you to know that you're part of this community. We're here for you, and you do not need to fear the Vancouver Police Department.
Dice que ellos están aquí para servir y proteger a las personas de Vancouver. Dice, así es que dice, es muy importante que si ustedes ven un crimen o necesitan pagar un cheque de estacionamiento, cualquier cosa que ustedes necesiten de la comunidad, dice que no tengan miedo, que ellos están aquí para servirlos y protegerlos.
Just lastly on this, and then we'll take the next question. We know that immigrant communities can be very vulnerable and exploited, and we want to make sure that that doesn't happen in Vancouver. And so again, we're here for you, and we want to make sure that you feel comfortable coming to speak with us, and that if you need help or you're a witness, that you can come and bring your information forward and have faith that we're here to serve you. Thank you.
Que ellos entienden que la comunidad que no tiene papeles se siente muy vulnerable y a veces son víctimas de la comunidad. Dice que no tengan miedo de ir a uno de ellos y reportar si, han sufrido un crimen o dice que no tengan miedo, que ellos están aquí para servirlos. Y por favor que vayan con esa confianza a hablar con ellos.
Una pregunta más. One more question. Does anybody have a question?
Una pregunta más.
Hi, thank you for speaking on that. I just wanted to clarify, just ask a clarifying question. So, if we call you because we need help, something has happened in our house, or with something that we saw in the community and we need you, you will not ask immigration status. Only if someone is arrested, they would be asked. Just want to be very clear.
Sí, dice ella, además quería aclarar algo. Entonces, si ustedes son víctimas de un crimen o observan un crimen, si ustedes llaman y lo reportan, en ningún momento la policía les va a pedir su documentación, ¿ok? Su estatus migratorio. La única manera sería si ustedes son arrestados por un crimen, entonces el departamento de policía tiene el derecho de pedirle su documentación.
That is absolutely true.
Dice, y él está diciendo que sí, esa es la realidad.
And that pertains to all law enforcement in Clark County at the municipal level or through the sheriff's office, through the state police. We do not have the authority nor the jurisdiction to investigate immigration issues.
Sí, dice, y eso es todos los departamentos de policías, municipal, de la ciudad, federal, dice que ese no es su trabajo, pedirle su estatus de documentos. Okay.
If I could add just one more thing.
Una cosa más.
The Constitution of the United States protects the rights, the liberties, and the freedoms of everybody that steps foot in the United States.
Sí, dice que la Constitución de los Estados Unidos protege a todas las personas que ponen pie aquí en los Estados Unidos, a todos.
It is not to just the citizens of the United States, it's everybody. You need to be we need to be respectful to you.
Sí, dice que es para todos, no solamente los ciudadanos, se les tiene que respetar a todos.
And when it comes to the protections afforded you, know that all law enforcement, our number one duty and the reason we do this job is to protect everybody that lives in our community.
Sí, dice, el trabajo de ellos es para garantizarles la protección y el cuidado de todas las personas de esta comunidad.
Thank you.
Gracias.
Okay, everybody, can we hear it one more time for our wonderful